Braki Hawa Brakatha Yahawsha, Braki Hawa Brakatha Yahawsha, Ba Hashem, Rakakwadash, the honors to the apostles, the elders, salutations to you, sincere brothers, teaching in truth and sincerity. Lesson will be entitled WW3 Is Inevitable. Lord, will you are edified. Also, this information was presented by Elder Bond of Mississippi in our group chat. And as you can see, this article states or is entitled How Drone Strike Death of U.S. Soldiers in Jordan Takes Us a Step Closer to WW3. As Trump has warned, and Biden's response could further drag in Britain and play directly into the hands of Putin. Okay, so WW3 is inevitable. It's going to happen. And each day, right, we are a day closer. Now, when you go into that term, rumors of wars, right? I want to say it's a lot. Let's just go to it. Matthew chapter 24 and verse 6. And this is end time prophecy. And you shall hear of wars and rumors of wars, right? And this is Yahushua speaking, telling us what to expect in the end. And you shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. Some time ago, rumors, okay, in the Greek had a definition saying circulating stories. So eventually these circulating stories will present what? The event of WW3. See that you be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, such as what? These circulating stories. Okay, circulating stories up until that actual event. For all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet, right? So when we go to Revelation, of course, 11 and I want to say, is it 13? Oh, it's a lot. 14. The second woe is past, referring to WW2, and behold, the third woe come quickly, WW3. And again, these circulating stories will bring the event of WW3. Let's go to Joel, the second chapter, right? Salak, Joel 3 and 1. For behold, in those days and in that time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem, bring again the captivity, meaning what? Delivering us, or a deliverance of the Israelites, the elect, from Esau's rulership. All right, Yahweh sending Yahushua to redeem the elect. Okay, it means that. Verse 2, I will also gather all nations for what? WW3, and will bring them down into the valley of Yahweh Shaphat, which means Yahweh's judgment, and will plead in the Hebrew, meaning judge, and will judge them for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land. So again, I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into Yahweh, into the valley of Yahweh Shaphat, and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land. So yes, people, WW3 is inevitable, right? Let's go to Second Ezra 13:1, and it came to pass after 7 days I dreamed a dream by night, and lo, there arose a wind from the sea that it moved all the ways thereof. And I beheld, and lo, that man waxed strong with the thousands of heaven. What man? This is referring to Yahushua bringing the heavenly hosts, a band of angels. Let's go to Revelation chapter 1 and verse 7. Behold, he, referring to Yahushua, come with clouds, the armies of heaven, right? And every eye shall see him, and they also which pierce him, and all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him, even so Tawam. Reverting back to 2 Ezra 13:2. And lo, there arose a wind from the sea that had moved all the ways thereof. And I beheld, and lo, that man, Yahushua, waxed strong with the thousands of heaven. Okay? And when he turned his countenance to look, countenance going into his facial expression, right? All the things trembled that were seen under him. Men, okay, that are fighting in WW3. And whensoever the voice went out of his mouth, laser beams coming from his fathership, right? All they burned that heard his voice, meaning what? Those laser beams zapped them, okay? Like as the earth fell when it filled the fire. And after this I beheld, and lo, there was gathered together a multitude of men out of number from the four winds of the heaven. This is WW3. So the event of WW3 will be taking place upon Yahushua's arrival to subdue the man that came out of the sea. The sea referring to what? The spiritual realm, right? The third heaven or the fourth dimension. And I beheld, and lo, he had graved himself a great mountain, his fathership, and flew up on it. But I would have seen the region or place whereout the hill was graven, and I could not. And that's the reason why I'm beginning with Apostle Tahar, that he believes via the Spirit that the deliverance, okay, for the Israelites in America will be from one ship, okay? Hence that clouds or a cloud spoken of in Revelation, the book of Revelation. Now, it only makes sense. Remember when Yahushua led us out of ancient Egypt, right? He was in that fathership. So it only makes sense, right, that it happens again the second time out of America, which is also identified as spiritual Egypt. But I would have seen the region or place whereout the hill was graven, and I could not. And after this I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him were sore afraid. So these military men, okay, participating or fighting in WW3 will band together to fight against Yahushua. And yet there's fight because the Most High is going to put the spirit on them to come against Yahushua. So Yahushua basically can destroy them. And this is within the judgment of Yahweh. And lo, as he saw the violence of the multitude that came, he neither lifted up his hand, nor held sword, nor any instrument of war. But only I saw that he sent out of his mouth, as it had been a blast of fire, and out of his lips a flaming breath, and out of his tongue he cast out sparks and tempests, meaning what? Yahushua will release laser beams on these people, on these soldiers, right? And they were all mixed together, the blast of fire, the flaming breath, and the great tempest, and fell with violence on the multitude which was prepared to fight, and burned them up, every one, so that on a sudden or upon a sudden of an innumerable multitude, nothing was to be perceived but only dust and smell of smoke. When I saw this, I was afraid. So yes, Yahushua will kill, okay, these soldiers, okay, period. So WW3 is inevitable, all right? It's the will of the Most High. Lord, will you edify? Shalom.